gotta take the best pictures. You know, defy the odds and to set new standards. And so what inspired me to do Money Moves meetings was really me going back to where I was when I first started as an entrepreneur. And so, you know, I woke up one day and I realized that, you know, everybody is trying to emulate Coach Stormy. But you can't emulate Coach Stormy if you're starting from where I am right now.
Right.
If you truly want to emulate Coach Stormy, you got to go back to where I was when I first started. Of course, many of you all know that I am in the industry of network marketing, not leaving, still a part of TLC. I believe that you should find different ways to multiply your income, to add to your income, not to subtract from your income. And I believe that what a lot of entrepreneurs do is that when one business starts to go down, instead of them finding new creative, innovative ways to increase their existing business, they start to sabotage and affect their bottom line. Where business is seasonal. You know, you may have a very, very high peak season and business is booming and business is great. And then you may have a middle season and you may have a low season. And the goal is to add more value, because what ends up happening is that your customer from one thing will end up being your customer for multiple things. And it's not about the customers you get, but it's about the customers that you keep. And for me, you know, I'm still the #1 income earner in Total Life Changes. I'm still the highest in paid in health and wellness. But more than likely, a person that wants to be healthy, they want to look good. More than likely, a person that wants to lose weight, they want to feel good in their joints. So I'm not going to get into an industry that makes my audience get confused, but I'm going to find ways to add value to my existing audience. Just turn the volume down. That's how you got to do. So I'm going to find ways to add value to my existing audience. One of the reasons why y'all was late coming in here is because, here we go again, I'm realizing that not even my team understands what I'm doing right now. So they was set up in the room, and the room was not set up properly because they don't even know what I'm doing. So I came in here and I'm like, no, she done sent me a video. I'm like, no, I'm not just displaying products. I'm trying to show people how they can start a business that may start small, but gradually continue to reinvest in their business and grow their income. How many of y'all in here right now make at least $30,000 a month? If you make $30,000 a month, raise your hand. Okay, Ashley, what do you do? How do you make $30,000 a month?
So I own an e-commerce lifestyle brand, and we sell products.
Boom. What kind of products you sell?
So we started with clothing, and we now manufacture, produce, and sell wigs. We've always done cosmetics, and we carry every single one of your products now too.
Exactly. You making over 30 grand a month.
Yes, ma'am.
Documented. You can look at that. Who else makes over 30 grand a month?
Cleaning service. I got my own cleaning service. This is luxury cleaning service. I do DoorDash. I do construction, and that's how I combine all my money. That's how I'm able to live the way I live as a single mother.
Okay, awesome. Congrats. And what do you do?
I have a restaurant in Miramar, Florida. It's Italian Ice, and then I do FBA, drop shipping from Amazon. So I started doing that in December with a friend, and that took us like over the top. And then what else? Real estate, and then my food truck. So that's all my income into one.
Exactly.
I kept my food, basically, like I kept the restaurant with the food truck. If I want to expand, I'll just do more food trucks.
So you have multiple streams of income. Do me a favor, either cut this off, Mello, or play the CBD video. Run this TV thing right here? So who had it on in the first place? Okay, well, put it on something so that we ain't looking at this screen right here. Okay, awesome. You can actually turn it off. Who else makes over 30 grand a month?
Well, I have a few incomes as well.
Let me slow down real quick. How many of y'all are making 30 grand a month and it doesn't require you to have to physically show up somewhere? For example, like Ashley doesn't have to leave her house. She can stay home and do what she do, and 40, 50, 60 grand coming in. How many of y'all does not have a traditional brick and mortar that doesn't consist of you having to have a building or have, you know, employees? You can literally make 30, 40 grand like by yourself. That's really the question.
That's why I'm here.
Exactly. So good. That I need to reframe my question, because that's really what I'm looking to talk about today. Of course, I have multiple streams of income, but really and truly, outside of when I do events, none of my businesses require me to show up. Like, I don't have to have this location.
Right.
I decided to have this location because I wanted to take shipping into my own hands. I had a distribution company that was doing the shipping for me. Plus, I love to educate and elevate and teach people. And so I decided to have my own classroom versus me investing $4,000 or $5,000 a month on hotels. I could do an event whenever I feel like it in my own office. And so that's why I decided to get this building. But I can make millions of dollars, and I have within the last 13 years, and I had no building. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about drop shipping income. I want to talk about passive income, and I want to talk about how you can add these products that I'm endorsing, that I either own or support, to whatever your existing business is, and you can wake up in the morning, and make $1,000 a day. And I'm telling you all right now that the only reason why I have slowed down just from my Cash App is because it gets overwhelming. It's so many sales that I'm like, okay, I need to slow down. So imagine having that as a problem. Imagine having so many sales as a problem that you just kind of want to slow down. And here's what I can tell you. I've been an entrepreneur since I was like 15. But I've been a legitimate, paying taxes entrepreneur in network marketing. I started off 13 years ago. So I want to talk a little bit about that aspect of my business first. How many of y'all here are part of TLC or believe in network marketing or may not even understand network marketing? Who don't understand network marketing and maybe don't even believe in it? Okay, so turn this heat off for our fans. Turn this heat. There you go. $12,000 a month for your business? Damn, I'm sorry, I made you depressed. Damn, $12,000? What you got going on? Let me see. Okay, easy. That's why you worry. That's why you worry. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, people got low overheads, that's part of why you ain't probably hustling. Cause you don't need that much. For real, like if your overhead is low, you probably got comfortable. If your overhead is high, you're probably trying to figure out how the hell I survive. Correct. See? You know what I mean? Yeah, if your overhead like 3,000 or less, that's fine. You probably comfortable and say you probably sleep late. No, that's late. You probably making. That's why we here. Y'all bills is
I stay below. No, I can't go on by this and then talk about I need food in my house. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I stay below. Mine is. So I don't know.
So here's what I would tell you. If your overhead is low, and this is true. This is true assessment. Tell Trina, I want them to try the skincare. So give me some napkins and some lip glosses.
I got your skincare.
Let me just tell y'all something too, so y'all can get excited about what's happening right now. Everything for me is a test and measure, okay? Everything for me is a test and measure. I test things, I see how it works, I measure what happened. I call it TMT, test, measure, tweak. I see how this worked out, I see what I like from the results. Y'all may want to write that down. I test, measure, tweak. As an entrepreneur, especially when you're creating a new narrative, I don't emulate nothing I see nobody else doing. I may get ideas and creative things from other people, and I like that, I may try that. But really and truly, everything that I do, I'm testing, I'm measuring, and I'm tweaking. So I go on Instagram the other day, I said, you know what? Let me try this sale real quick. I did a nice little $120 sale, and I told everybody to send me $120 Cash App and send me their address. Well, that day we made like $8,000. But I also realized that people was putting the wrong address. So then it was crazy. Then some people forgot to send their address, so I had to send money back. It was just crazy. I'm like, oh my God, this is annoying. So boom, I test, I measured, I like the $8,000, that felt real good. I'm like, excuse my French, shit, it's pretty damn good. But I had to tweak, so I said, okay, this is frustrating. This is frustrating. What's next? I know what I could do. People want to talk. I'm gonna tell you right now, people do not like going to websites no more because they don't want to fill out all that asking for all this stuff. People have gotten very lazy. COVID has made the economy very lazy. And some of us very lazy people that I'm talking about. You don't realize that you have gotten, for real, I'm telling y'all some true stuff. People have gotten very lazy. They don't want to really work no more. What they think is work is not even work. So I said, okay, what can I do? I'm gonna have you send me their phone number. This was the crazy part right here. So they was in the phone number, and it worked. The day I did that, I made like $14,000 in an hour.
I'm trying it tomorrow with the skincare.
Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell you the biggest problem I had with that. Who could get it?
What was the question again?
The biggest problem I had with people sending their phone numbers. Right? So I'll do a sale. So I would do the math, right? Let me give you an example. I would do the math. So when you buy 100 lip glosses, you get them for $10 a piece. They on the website for $20. So boom, I'll do the math. I pay $10. If I make 5, I sell these lip glosses for 15. I made my 10 plus 5. I'm cool. Boom, my tea. Everybody want tea. I paid $65 for 2 bags of tea. Boom, I put the tea, and then I may add an NRG sample. Boom, I'm gonna sell that whole kit $120. That's a deal. Plus, I'm happy because I made a profit. Then they also happy because they got to experience the product at a discount. Plus, I already know, and I'm trying to help y'all understand how to think. I already know once they try the lip gloss, they gonna love it. They gonna love the texture. You know that other glass thing you had? There was a cute little glass thing I saw somewhere around here. You know what I'm saying? It was somewhere around here. Yeah, so we can let them try it.
Okay.
So then, check this out, right? So then they gonna love the color. So they gonna fall in love with one color. They gonna love the texture. One thing I can tell you is that the colors that I have is hard to find. It's hard to find these natural colors. It's hard to find this texture. It's like a lip conditioner. It's not the traditional lip gloss. It's really not. So I know they're gonna come back once they get it. So I'm not mad that I ain't make $20 because I'm happy I made 5 and I got a new customer. So anytime I do this, y'all, it goes crazy sales. Only problem that I have, which is not bad of a problem, everybody want to talk to me on the phone.
Yeah, when you said, I'm gonna personally call you, I was like,
So
oh.
that's, but that's a good problem to have. You think I'm mad? I made $14,000 in an hour. My customer experiencing my products. I'm moving my products. They're gonna come back and buy more. Then I get to connect with my customer. I get to find out certain things. I get to find out, I ordered last week, it didn't come, or I love you, thank you, I love the product. So it's a great way to create customer connection, and it's a great way for me to have great customer service. And I love talking to the people. So imagine you had products, right? And you ran a sale, and you said, hey, you could get a tea, a lip gloss, or a Perfect Storm spray, the Rose Refresher, you get a gummy, and you ran a sale, and you say, hey, send me your cash app and your phone number. And many of you all may not have as overload, like the overload that I have, but that's an easy way to make you $500 to $1,000 a day. And when you keep doing it, and they see you looking good, they see you in the product, they see you on the product, now that very same customer wants to do what you're doing. So this is a great way that you don't have to have no website, you don't have to communicate with people as much as I do, because they may not want to talk to you like they want to talk to me. But it's still a great customer service strategy and a way to get sales. So the reason why I had y'all to do this, did y'all find the last part right here? Subtract your current income. How much income? Before you get to dream income is, so my dream income is $60 million a year. But there was a point in time when my dream income was $20,000 a month. Okay. Most people dream income is $20,000 a month. Really. Most people, how many of you all right here, outside of some of y'all rich girls, would love to make $20,000 a month?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like $700 a day.
It don't sound too bad when you say it.
It's $700 a day, and I really want to tell y'all right now, it is not hard. It is not hard to make $700 a day, especially if you got the product to sell your customer to make $700 a day. So let me give you a real live example. Boom. And Pinky, Miss Esthetician lady, maybe she'll be nice and show y'all how some of these products work. So number one, I really want y'all to write this down. And this is true facts. This is true facts. The person who has the best customer service wins. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Like right now, I'm really about to hardcore hire me some customer service agents. The person who has the best customer service wins. Because the fortune is truly in the follower. And everybody wants to buy and everybody wants to be sold. People want to be sold. Please write that down. People want to be sold. 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 They want you to help them know why they should buy your hair. Why should I buy that skincare? Why should I buy that lip gloss? Everybody wants to buy and everybody wants to be sold. Life has changed. People really want to be convinced why they should buy whatever it is you're selling. So when you get that customer on the phone, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all what I learned. When I get them on the phone, if I offer them other stuff, like literally offer them other stuff, oh, okay, can I send you another $20 right now? Pinky can tell you. She's on the phone. Would you like to experience our lip gloss? Why don't you experience 2 more? Why don't you experience 3 more? Literally on the spot. Can I send you $40 more? Can I send you $60 more? If you would talk to people, listen y'all, technology can never replace the human spirit. People want to talk to people now. It was a point in time where we loved text messages, we loved emails. How many of y'all just really be excited when you get a human that talks on the phone and talks to you?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Am I the only one? You be like happy, especially when they good and they get your problem solved. You be like, yes, you ready to fill out surveys and everything.
Right. When I can't write around.
So I'm just letting y'all know right now, I'm not talking about something that I'm making up. I'm telling you right now, and this is what y'all gotta know. All of us have influence at our levels. How many followers you have on Instagram and Facebook? Total. How much you have?
At least 600-700 on Facebook.
Trust me, listen to me y'all, please hear me out. Everybody that's following you, some way, somehow, they are inspired, influenced, or motivated by you. You gotta know that. If they're following you, they are inspired, influenced, and motivated by you. That's why they follow you. The only reason why they probably not buying from you is because there's an area that you're not being consistent in and they're waiting on you to be consistent. That's why they're following you. So let me give you an example, right? You buy lip gloss. The easiest thing to say I can tell you right now is something you sell for $20. I'm gonna tell you right now, because how many of y'all spend $20 and not even think about it? $20 like an adult dollar bill nowadays.
Right.
So lip gloss. You buy 100 of the lip glosses. You buy 100 lip glosses for $1,000. If you sell 5 lip glosses in a day, that's $100. The first thing that you got to think of is that really $2,000 that you're earning. But my goal is to teach, don't ever feel like it's not all your money. Because this is the error that entrepreneurs make. They will spend 100, they get 100 lip glosses for $1,000. They make $2,000 and then the business stops. No. 1,000 of that belongs to your inventory. You gotta do it again. You got to, that's how I started. I wouldn't even be in network marketing if I didn't have an opportunity to make retail money. It's the retail portion of network marketing that got me in. I never got into network marketing to build a team. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I built the team is because I signed you up so you can sell a product. I never signed you up to be your leader and all of this stuff. I just grew into that because I did a lot of personal development. I connected with the people. I created relationships, and I've been in the industry for 13 years. But even like Manaya's in the back there, Manaya, her first year in network marketing, she made $560,000. She wasn't focused on building no team. Her focus was to make resale money And when she signed people up, they followed her making retail money. And so if our thought process changed in terms of, okay, when I'm selling my product or buying my product, it could be the lip gloss, it could be, for example, Ashley. When you first started off, I'm sure, tell us how you started off as an entrepreneur selling clothes in the first place.
Yeah, so I needed to figure out a way to pay for my son, who has autism, to go to special school. And we were a family of 8 living on $32,000 a year. So I sold my clothes in my closet on Facebook. Like, it was, had a garage sale online. And when I ran out of clothes, I would go to Goodwill and flip the clothes. So I would go when it was the discount day, and I would buy like 2 carts full of stuff at 50 cents, $2 a piece, and then I would go live for like 8 hours and just flip it and go
So
live again.
I just want to hear
again.
y'all quote what she said. She started off with the clothes in her closet, and she would go to Goodwill and buy clothes at a discount, and she would flip the clothes, and she kept going. And guess what happens? As you continue to flip, you continue to buy more quantity. So now, eventually, one day you go from making just $2,000 to now you're making $3,000. And then, of course, the more quantity you buy, eventually you start to get the products at an even more discounted price. So now your profit margins are more, and then now you get to earn more. So this concept is one second. This concept is how I started. And so what inspired me to do this, I'm like, Stormy, everybody's not going to be able to do what you do the way you do it. They don't even have the business acumen. They don't even understand how to begin. So when you buy from vendors, you have to buy a large quantity. For example, y'all could not manufacture your own lip gloss with $1,000. You can't even get no wholesale lip gloss for $1,000. And if you did, you buying the brand that everybody know how to go find themselves. So you can't do it. You get my point? You can't go buy a lip gloss for $10 that's this quality to make a profit, because this is not there. If you wanted to create your own brand, you got to have $20,000, $30,000. So it's like, that's out the door. Then all the stuff that go with it. So all that stuff that you desire to do is out the door because you don't have the money. So when I look back, even with my skincare, I had to spend over $250,000 to start my skincare line. Even if you want to start a skincare line, how you got $250,000 to start a skincare line? So I said, Stormy, how do you follow through with what you're doing? You made $10,000 one day on Cash App. You make thousands of dollars a month. You made $14,000. How can you create a scenario where you can help other people? So all you gotta do now is you gotta buy 100 lip glosses to get them at $100, $1,000. I'm sorry, you gotta buy 100 of them. Okay, and then in terms of the skincare, you gotta just buy 5. Even the CBD company, the CBD brand that I have, Well CBD, you just gotta buy 5. So now you can buy as little as you want, 5, or as much as you want. But it's about you not having to invest the hundreds of thousands of dollars that I invested, and now you get to test, measure, TMT. Test, measure, tweak. You may say, I'm starting with the lip glosses. How many of y'all use Glow? So imagine selling Glow to your customers. If you love Glow, your customer gonna love Glow. So now you got Glow, then you got the Rose Refresher. So now everything that you're selling it because you believe. Here's a fun fact. The color that I thought was gonna sell out, lip gloss, is not the color that sold out. The color I literally thought one color was gonna sell out. It's like 3 colors that I had no clue was gonna sell out, sold the most. So what you gotta do is you try and you see what your customer likes. But what if you had to do what I had to do? Now, I don't wanna say I'm stuck, but I got hundreds of one color that ain't moving. So now I gotta find creative ways to move that one color, because this one color, you couldn't tell me this one color wasn't gonna go crazy. The opposite of what I thought was gonna go crazy is what went crazy. The color that I least, I'm like, why? I don't get it. But that's why business is a test and a measure. Does that make sense? Right. Awesome. So you have a question in the back?
It's good for headaches too, based
Yeah.
on the neck.
Do you use it?
And when my kids aren't like, my son had a cold, and I put it on his chest like Vicks. And on his feet, put socks on it.
I'm like, I need my shit.
She made a whole video.
Girl, you gotta send that to me.
And then this is what he said in. He said, that's on my girl's body.
You gotta use all your stuff for that.
Please. Somebody send it to me.
He made a whole video.
Get
I'm
that
like,
video.
listen, I'm like,
Airdrop the
I will.
sticks.
I said, I need my shit, I need to come get it, but he's saying Boca. I said, I need my shit. He's like,
Send that.
he sent this to me. I say, no, I need it. That's why I'm so happy. I just got to spray my face. No, he's so sad.
So he's using your product.
Making a video.
Listen, my husband literally looks fine.
Did anybody try to
Shake
Right.
What do you use? This is what you guys should have
Oh,
started
that's
with.
first. But we don't have to be.
I'm like, listen, I can't do good and you look
So
Okay, so how should they go in a pattern? This, that,
I'm telling you.
how much weight do you know?
Exfoliate.
I lost 25
Then you want to use
pounds, but
your
I
rose
lost,
refresher
like,
to
so
restore
much.
the pH.
Like,
There's a
25
bundle.
pounds.
You like to use everything.
My whole
Go girl.
I lost, I think, 6 inches in my hips, 5.5 in my waist.
trying
Like
to
my whole
gain.
body compensation is like.
And your face. You look younger.
Yeah, I used to do like it would take me about an hour to do makeup because I did full contour, like I don't even have to. I did a tutorial right before I came here, just like quick, all the whole skincare regimen and makeup, and it took me maybe 20 minutes.
You guys send that to me. So who wants to share how much, like realistically, like how much extra income you need once you see that, you know, you're not making enough money to cover your bills in real life? Who wants to be transparent and share how short they are every month based upon what they
I don't think I'm sure. I just think my expenses are another expense.
No, not you.
I'm never sure.
I mean, $20,000 one job.
That's
Everything. It's low.
It's like,
What do you do?
I would say start off with at least 3 times a week. But
Oh, okay, girl.
okay,
Okay,
great.
great.
she was a little shy.
A noticeable difference in.
What about you?
I think I'm accomplished because I don't use it, but I really.
They got a scale. You gotta be okay with 1,000, and then once you get consistent at that, then you do 2,000. Like, don't just jump on 2,000 a month to 40 because you're never gonna do it. That's why you never did it. Because it seems too far away. So you chunk it out. I'm gonna make $20 a month, $6,000 a month. You know, I'm gonna make $10.
Because I'm not there yet.
$6,000, make $100, $3,000. Then you did that. So you have to physically go see your clients. So that's why anybody else imagine all the massage you do a massage. So the candle is, I don't know, the price is not on here. I think the candle 18. Extra, how much the candle is not on here? The candle is not on here. I want to say the candle is maybe like $18 or something like that. Maybe $19, I don't even know. But you buy the stuff for wholesale. And you may tell them, hey, if anything you sell, I give you an extra $5. So now they're selling for you. It's 18, right? 18, right? So you pay 18 for the candle. The massage candle. So it's not just a regular candle, it's a 50 milligram massage candle. They sell it double, $36. You may give them $6 off every candle. Now, all of your massage candles are now increasing in price. So they're doing CBD, hot CBD massages, and they're making $6 off every candle. Like almost 6 months. I stopped going to my esthetician. I know she probably missed me now. I stopped getting these facials, and I literally would test this bottle out till I finished it. That bottle out, and I saw when my skin was looking crazy, kind of going back to looking weird, and I saw when everything changed, and I knew when we had the finished product. When I used the line that we actually finally have now, which is Perfect Storm Collection, I used that for a complete 60 days, and I had other people use it, and I saw their skin reverse, and I'm like, okay, we finally got it. Then, when I was using Rose Refresher and I would run out, I'd be like depressed, like I needed it, just the way it made me energetic, awakening. Because how many of y'all actually sprayed the Rose Refresher? You feel like beautiful, you feel like sexy, it like waked up your femininity.
Is there a difference in the color of the Rose Refresher? Because I have one that's the white one.
That's when we first created it, that's the
Okay.
first run.
Okay, I have
That
that.
was, you probably wasn't at the awakening.
I did.
Yeah. So the only thing you're missing is you probably don't have as much, you don't have as much rose.
I don't miss the color, but it's just I like it. I like it when Chandra tested me. I was like, oh, I need this.
But did you try this one?
I haven't tried this
Try
one.
it. It's more, the one you got is a little hint of, you're gonna see. That's very, very like, yeah. You see?
I like it. The smell. I love the smell.
Yeah.
Everything.
So, you gotta believe in what you're selling. And the first thing I would tell you is, like, I remember Ashley when she first got involved, she really tested everything. And I'm like, that's what I like. You should. Don't sell nothing. Don't spend no money if you don't believe in what you're selling. So, and now, you know, Ashley, I think, how much did you end up doing your first month? Because I remember you called me and told me.
It was like, I think I sold like 40,000 between the two, TLC and, well, you didn't have the skincare yet, it was just the Well CBD.
Did y'all hear what she just said?
Yeah.
Her first month, $40,000 between TLC and Well CBD.
Yes.
In 1 month from home. Hello, somebody. Number 6, you know your it factor. Know your it factor, and what that means is know like what turns you on. Like if you know that you don't want to talk about CBD because you still think CBD is weed, then don't talk about it. You know, don't do the CBD products. If you know that you get excited about skin because you always been into skin and you know your skin needs to look a little better or you want to work on your skin, like find what is your excitement point. If you like, people been waiting on me to come out with a lip gloss. I want y'all look at y'all skin after y'all spray this on your face.
Yes.
All y'all
yes.
after you spray it on your face.
Okay.
Like even you, like I saw your instant, glow up when you spray it on your face. So know your it factor. Don't step into a lane that you know you won't get excited about. So like if you know you can easily get excited about the lip gloss and the Rose Refresher or the lip gloss and the Perfect Storm skincare line, stay right there. If you know that you can get excited about detoxing, because some of y'all know that y'all need a detox, because you probably need a detox and use the bathroom and clean full of shit, you need to go ahead and stay where it's in the lane that makes you excited.
So
Remember,
it's
whatever
hydrating
you
your
can
skin from
get
the
excited
inside
about,
out.
your customer's gonna feel that same energy. Authenticity carries the highest frequency. Seriously, remember that. Authenticity carries the highest frequency. I already said number 7, collaborate with other brands, businesses, and your friends. This is the time where you can help your friends push their business and they can help you to push yours. As a matter of fact, this is a great way to test your relationships. Let me see who really on my team. Let me see who really down with me. Let's see who really my friend. If your friend can't support you, they ain't your friend, honey. Number 8, the key is to flip as many times as necessary to pay your bills and hit your goals. You should not feel accomplished until you know I flipped enough times that I'm now making extra money to pay my bills. Like that is, I believe, one of the greatest accomplishments to look up and to know, wow, I get this question all the time. Like, how do you remain consistent? I get that question all the time. Like that's probably my number 1 question that people ask me. And how I remain consistent is that I love to celebrate myself. I love to be proud of myself. I don't like how it feels when I'm not meeting my bills or if I'm not doing something to make myself proud. Like my new goal is $20,000 a day. When I don't hit it, I feel some type of way. So if you want to know why she hustling so hard, it's because, first of all, it was a point in my life when I was making $3 million a month. I'm not making it no more. So it's like, okay, why aren't you making $3 million a month anymore, Stormy? It's because you go through these seasons where you get kind of comfortable. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you get comfortable, guess what? It's a slow leak. It's going to catch up with you. So that's one thing. I'm challenging myself. Bills. How you remain consistent? Set daily goals and be determined that you're not going to bed until you hit those daily goals. I'm telling you right now, y'all, something happens when you set a goal and you test, measure, tweak. If it does not happen, if the goal is not hit, figure out what can I do differently. And again, don't go poll nobody and ask them what you should do. If you polling somebody, it should be somebody above you. Don't poll somebody on not even on your level. You gotta remember there are some people that don't want to see you doing better than them. That's right. Yeah. So they would say anything to get you to stay stagnant, so that you don't show them who they're not. So don't do that. Number 9, make a list of people that you do business with. Y'all, we gotta stop doing business with people that don't do business with us. This is something that I learned from my dear friends, the Cardones. They do not play. If you're not doing business with them, they don't care who you are. They have many things that you can be a part of. You can invest in Cardone Capital. You can invest and be a part of Cardone U. You can come to GrowthCon. Like, they're not letting you in their circle if you're not investing in what they're doing. And the truth is, what I appreciate about that philosophy the most is if you really believe in what you're doing, then you should really have that as a mandate. Like, my friend should detox. Why you not detoxing? Because then when you get sick, you're going to be looking for me to bring you some soup, to do something for you. Then when you ain't making no money, you're going to want me to give you some of my money. So, like, I have a no-loan policy. I have a lot of policy that I had to enforce because I have everything that you can either invest in or I have a meditation, I have a community. As a matter of fact, I got a coaching call tonight. Like, why you depressed? Why you? Because guess what? I've become too familiar with you. You don't respect me, and that's why you're not doing business.
Right.
So it's my responsibility and my duty and my obligation to cut those relationships off. So, for example, y'all leave here with flip kids tonight. The first people you should go to is your beautician, your nail tech, your barber, everybody who you spend money with. Don't even ask what color you want and how many do you want. 5. Listen, you ain't your lip gloss. I just launched my own lip gloss. I got me a new hustle. You know, I'm partnered with Stormy Wellington. You know Stormy Wellington? Okay, boom. What color you want? How many you want? They're $20 a piece. You want 5 or 10?
I'm gonna go out in Weston.
I'm telling y'all right now, listen to me, y'all. People will respect you. When you cut them off, because they're not doing business with you, and or you won't tip them no more, or you stop going to them, they would be like, what happened? Because I supported you and you didn't support me. The reason why money stopped and it doesn't continue circulating is because we're not putting these mandates on people. And that's a part of why you discouraged and you don't want to launch a business because you like, who am I going to go to? Whoever, all of us in here do some type of service or spend money somewhere beside Walgreens, Walmart, Target, where we spend some kind of money with some type of small business. All of us. So we gotta really put some respect on our name. For people to put respect on us. Lastly, leverage social media. And if you get on there every day, adding some type of value and selling something in the end, or it's called the 80-20 rule. 80% of what you do is adding value, 20% is selling. If y'all go to my social media page, I add so much free value. People want to buy because they feel like, man, she does so much for my soul. At least I can buy a lip gloss. And then they buy the lip gloss and then they like it. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, she does so much for me every day. You know what? I need to buy some. I was very scared in the beginning. Very. But I started to do it and it just becomes second nature now. But if you don't start, you're never gonna finish.
I try to start and it's like
you gotta be consistent. This is what you gotta do. You gotta set a date and a time and decide from this day on, every day I'm going live at this time. So how many of y'all remember when I used to do Wake Up and Wins every day at 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
I did that for 2 reasons. Number one, I did it because I needed to be inspired, and I could not get inspired by nobody. And some way, I turned into this different, like I'm a different personality on social media. I don't even know who this lady is. I'm different on social media. And then the person is like, well, where's the lady from Instagram? It's like I take on this new spirit on social media. You know, even on Mondays. My Wake Up and Wins, I listen to my own, I go back and I listen to my own Wake Up and Wins. You know, my best friend since the 5th grade reached out to me 2 days ago. He said, can you please, first he said start a church. And I'm like, I don't like the word church because I'm not religious. I'm a spiritual being and I live in truth and I live in principles. I'm not a religious girl, you know. And then he said, Stormy, like, do you see what happens on Mondays at 9 o'clock? And when you don't get on Mondays at 9 o'clock, people be angry.
Yeah.
He said, so what if you took that same message and you started off small and you started a truth center? And I'm like, man, you know what? It's the truth. They go crazy on Mondays. That's my largest volume. Is because I'm speaking truth. And it's something about my message that speaks to the souls and the lives of the people that's on the live. It's not about church. And if I'm not on at 9, it'd be 9:05. Y'all be like, what's going on? So, you know, so I'm saying that because he believes in me. But he believes in me because he's been seeing me and knowing me and he knows who I really am. You have to prove to people who you really are. Right. But the first person you got to prove that to is yourself. So set a date and decide Monday, every day at 5 o'clock I'm going live for 5 minutes.
So actually, I haven't went on Instagram, so I've been like posting every day.
I'm really afraid, y'all, but I decided I'm breaking out of my fear. And every day at 5 o'clock, I want y'all to hold me accountable. I'm going live every day at 5 o'clock. Don't laugh at me if I say something crazy. Don't laugh at me if I be tongue-tied. I ain't no professional speaker, but I decided this is one thing I'm breaking out of. So I'm doing this every day at 5 o'clock. Would y'all support me and get on with me every day at 5 o'clock just for 5 minutes? You know what I mean? People feel like how you feel. Yeah. And they're like, ooh, look at her, she's doing it. Now that becomes your story. And then your story could be you telling where you came from, what you do, how you help in the community. Talk about who you are. I grew up like this. I'm married to this. I divorced this. My kids do this. My insecurity is this. I hate this. I was depressed about this. Man, guess who pissed me off today? Okay, so every day you just be like ranting. It's like a rant. Don't think you gotta be organized and structured.
Cause that's what I be thinking.
No, every day, the mere fact, and you like, listen, I ain't no professional. I may say fixing, finna. I may say some ebonics. I may talk, be ghetto, but I'm doing this every day because I'm trying to break out of my own fear. People will be appreciative and they'll be grateful, and you remind them, I ain't no professional. Y'all can laugh all y'all want, but you did it.
I'm not standing. I want to try one. Which color is that? That's the same one? Is that better?
Yeah, and then.